I would like to share my story with you today of how faith as small as a mustard seed moved a mountain as big as my doubts.
For years, I've been trying to gain my place within the heavenly realms, singing my lies into the mortal's ears. I fill them with fear of the Almighty One. There is nothing as satisfying as seeing their doubt, especially their doubt in God's promises, like Sarah.
I never actually paid attention to my husband's faith.
What faith?
The God of my ancestors. I wasn't so sure.
You have no faith.
How could I be? The God that Abraham spoke of seemed so distant and unreal to me.
That's because he is.
Why should I care about a God if he doesn't even give heed to a woman who is begging for mercy?
There is no mercy to be found.
I am still barren.
Yes, you are.
So how can he be a God of mercy? How can he be a God of love?
Please, if he really was a God of love, he would not fight this war against me, this war over mankind. I already have a third of the angels at my command. My numbers will increase as his power decreases. All that is left for me to do is to kill the seed of the promise, to kill the seed of your only hope, to kill your faith, the seed of the promise.
Promises are empty. God promised Abraham that he would be a father of a great nation. But instead of me bearing a child, I have to bear the criticism of others.
I will give you more than you can bear.
People tease Abraham for having a beautiful but empty wife.
There is nothing in you. Nothing.
I love him, but how can I please him? What if he decides to replace me?
Replace you? What a tempting idea. That would break you, wouldn't it? But then again, that is not satisfying enough. It is much more entertaining to see you cringe each time you are reminded of the fact that you have failed. I will make sure that you have no hope. I want you to live in fear. I want you to live in fear. You will never be good enough, and nothing you can do will change that. Nothing. You can't bear children, dear, and you never will.
What have I done to deserve such punishment?
You're a sinner. You deserve to die.
Over and over I pleaded with Abraham to give up this insane chase. I said that if God really is a God of love, he could at least fulfill one promise before expecting us to wander into the open plains.
Tell him he's crazy. Convince him that there is no only mentions Abraham, not you.
Who will be able to fulfill the promise then if I can't? No. He would have to marry again.
Hagar.
No, I could never ask that of her.
Hagar is your servant.
And my friend.
Yes, and she must do as you please.
But I love Abraham.
You love him so much that you cannot bear to see the look in his eyes for never receiving a descendant.
Our friendship was forever gone. Each time I saw Ishmael, it was as if my jealousy was renewed.
Jealousy.
Bittered at the thought that God would bless a servant girl. Battered with the knowledge that I only have outward beauty. I was in search of answers, wandering the desert of my heart. How? Why? Then there were those men. How could they predict my future?
Future? You have no future.
How was I able to bear a son for Abraham?
You are still barren.
I am still barren.
Abraham has.
Ishmael?
Carry on. You can cry now,
But-
fall in despair, but nothing.
But God came and spoke to Abraham again and told him that the promise would be fulfilled through me and not another woman.
Lies, all of it. We all know the truth. I am not done yet.
As I wrestled with the words of these men, another challenge arose.
The king will have you. Yes.
Abimelech wanted to know who I was.
Remember, Abraham is your brother.
I had to lie again.
And again, and again, and again.
God saved me out of the hands of Pharaoh the first time. Would he?
He won't do it again. Don't worry about that.
I found out that the women in Abimelech's court, that God had closed the wombs of every woman. That night in a dream, God revealed the truth of who I was to Abimelech. In obedience to God, Abimelech released me to my husband.
It wasn't faith that saved you.
As a result, God blessed his house and reopened the wombs of every woman in his court. If God could do it for those women, could he do it for me?
God had nothing to do with it. Nothing.
I actually stopped rebelling and started listening to the stories that Abraham shared. Instead of scoffing, I asked questions.
It's a fairy tale.
And let the words that were spoken seep into the cold chambers of my heart. I think I want to believe.
What are you doing?
I want to believe.
What?
I want to believe in God and his promises.
No. You cannot do that. If I destroy your faith, I destroy the promise.
God wants me to be the mother of the promised seed.
One simple act of faith can secure my doom.
God has proven himself over and over to Abraham and I. All he expects is obedience and faith.
Faith! Stop this. You are ruining my plan. It's a fable. Remember, you're attaching yourself to a fairy tale.
I choose to have faith in God.
No!
I choose to believe.
No!
When times are tough and discouragement ripples through your vein, remember that if you have faith, as small as a mustard seed, it can move a mountain as big as any of your doubts.